I think I am live. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday to all of you, my Zen friends. So happy to be here. Happy to have you here. I'm excited for what Spirit has to come through today. So many blessings to you. Hope you're enjoying this leftover new moon, super moon, uh, new moon. Aries, solar, eclipse, energy. Got a lot of it going on. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, wow. So let us bring in some beautiful energy today. Some beautiful love energy. So if you'd like to join me, you can take a big, deep breath and come back to right here, right now in this moment. We'll hit the singing bowl 3 times and bring this beautiful love energy from above. Eternal, unconditional love into our hearts. Fill us up, fill up our brains, our minds, our thoughts, our emotions, our heart, our energy field, our aura, our chakras, our physical bodies, our brains, all of our organs, our blood, our joints, our muscles, just everything. Fill up our lives and flow out to the world. And as we're doing that, if you want to think of things that you're grateful for right here, right now, in this moment, what are we grateful for that we have, right? What are we grateful for that we have had that puts us in amazing higher vibrational energy to receive? Also, with all this energy, prepares us for messages from Spirit too. So if you'd like to join me, let's take a big deep breath and we'll get started here. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that. Beautiful energies. All right. Hey, everybody. Hello. All right. Wow. So wonderful. Love. So, welcome all my Zen friends. And if you're new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome. I'm bruddaZEN, and we got all our Zen friends here. Huge hearts, great senses of humor. Definitely 2 things that help us have an easier life in this lifetime for sure is these human characters that we are. So welcome. Quickly, how the free readings work. We do go down the chat. First come, first serve. All you have to do is put your question out in the chat. There's no special list or any special process. You just try to keep it simple. Put your question out there. If you don't want to share your business with everybody, well, I get it. Or you don't know what you want to hear from Spirit, you can just ask for a general reading. Spirit knows all. We'll pull 1 to 2 cards for the free readings. But if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I step outside of the free readings, dive deeper into those too, meaning I pull more cards. So if you're interested in a deeper dive or having your reading prioritized, a donation of any kind will do that. You can use the super chat down below on the bottom of the chat, or in the description box of the video, I do have my Venmo, my Cash App, my PayPal, and my Square. I don't have any set dollar amounts. I know everyone's cost of living, it varies across the entire world, even across the room. And then, of course, income varies as well. So whatever you give from your heart is the perfect amount. After that, I do go to my YouTube channel members. They get second priority for their free readings. We have some in here right now. You'll see their names in green with their little badges. So we have Lucky. Hello, hello, Lucky. We have Moonlight as well, and Infinity. So hello, shout out to my YouTube channel members there. Good to see everybody. Hello, hello. um, if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, I do have 2 levels, Zen Cricket, $2.99 a month, Praying Mantis, $7.99 a month. And in addition to getting prioritization during these, on Fridays and Saturdays, if I don't get to all of the readings, I do make sure to complete my donations and my YouTube channel members. It's part of their membership. Sundays are different. I always come back on and finish out all free readings, all readings in the chat. Um, Even if it's later in the day when I come back on after spending time with my Praying Mantis members. We do get together, my YouTube channel members, during the week. Thursdays, we have a special session where we all get together, both levels. It's 2 to 3 hours, sometimes 4. We do tarot readings, unlimited tarot readings, oracle readings, even past life readings. We talk about astrology, whatever we want. And then my Praying Mantis members, Friday night and Saturday night after my live sessions, and after this session, we also get together at least an hour, sometimes more, depending on what spirit wants and what questions we have. And if we're having a lot of fun, we go longer. So it's a great group, and we dive into more things. Like right now, we're learning more about channeling. We all are channels, and we all can hear from spirit. So we're reading. I'm reading a book, and we're talking about um, things through it. It's a great book. If you guys are interested, I highly recommend this wonderful, wonderful Sarah Landon. She's got a YouTube channel too, and she channels a it's a collective. Called the council. I was like, what is it called? It's really easy to remember, but that's what we do. So if you're interested, there is a list or a link down below on how to become a YouTube channel member. And then also my Praying Mantis members get advanced access to all the other videos that I put out. And this year we're putting out quite a bit each month because it is a crazy, crazy, fun adventure year. So we have like new moon, full moon readings each month. And when the sun changes signs, we've got weekly Zen Bytes, which help us little tidbits on how to maintain our Zen or return to our Zen. We've got Zen Gates, 112233. We got one coming up on 4/4. And then monthly quest videos too, and quarterly Equinox and Solstice readings. So a lot of free content. And if you're interested, all the links are down in the description box of the video. And if you go to my main page, my YouTube channel page, we also have at the very top, it says new for 2025. So all those are there. One of the ones that just came out yesterday is the Zen Gate 4/4. So I'll throw that down here just for ease of use for everyone. And then I won't like massively post all these other ones. Well, let me do the Equinox readings. I'll do one more. And these are by each individual like element, like air signs, fire signs, water signs. So that's the playlist for that. But I won't talk about all the other stuff. We got readings to do, right? Also, real quick, I do personal readings, and they're all on sale. My personal recorded readings. Here's the little blurb on that, and the link is down in the description box too. They are at a reduced price for February and March. February was my birthday month, so I put them on sale, and I extended it into March. But we only got a couple days left. Can you believe it? In March. And so April 1st, like I said, no fooling. I will be changing the prices back. So if you're interested in getting a personal reading, now is a good time to get it at uh, some of them are half price, some of them are even less than half price. And my hedge of peace and love too. There's a link down below that talks about all that. So we'll blah blah blah. All right, let me move this out of the way here, and let me blow my nose. Sorry, my sinuses are clearing up. We had a great, wonderful storm come in last night. Let me just- Okay, there we go. Um, it was hailing against my window. My Praying Mantis members got to hear it. It was like thundered for like an hour. It like was nonstop, and we had like hail. It looked like snow outside. So wonderful, wonderful storms. We love that. um, so um, yeah, I think that's everything. So we will get into it. I'm going to be using these Soha Mystic Tarot. This is what the little box looks like. It's one of my beautiful decks here. I mean, it's very vibrant colors. I just like them. So you'll be seeing all those here. Let me move that out of the way. So we will get into it here. I am trying something different, and so I'm going to be posting let me grab this real quick here. The timestamps as I'm going down as well, and then I can keep track. And been trying it the last couple sessions, and then I'll post a comment and pin it after I'm done with the stream that has your names with the timestamp of when your reading is, and see if that helps you guys find your readings too. So, do you like my little gnome shirt? I got some new shirts because I'm losing weight, so my shirts are like tents. So I got a couple new T-shirts that are more fitting for me. So thank you for noticing. I thought it was cute. Reminds me of the Three of Cups. It's like our spiritual posse. So it's kind of my um, indication of remembering spirit, something to always surround yourself with things that bring us back to our hearts and spirit, right? All right. So, you had a snowstorm a few days ago. Oh, yeah, you're away up in Canada, right? So, yeah, you guys get it for a long time, don't you? You have like a short summer. Oh, fun, fun. I love storms and snow and everything. So, all right. Well, we have quite a few donations, so thank you guys so much. We'll dive in here. Up first, we do have amazing Grace. So let me put your timestamp in here. Let's see, we'll do that. And let's put it in here. Whoops, I didn't do that right. Hold on. We'll get into the skinny here. I will get better at doing this here. I'll get a system going here. But I forgot to put your name first, so that doesn't help. Let me just set back up here. Okay, so Amazing Grace. We'll do number one. And you're actually going to be more at, we will change this up here. We'll make it correct. So thank you for your patience as I'm doing this. So, all right. So Amazing Grace, we have your first one up here. Thank you for your first donation via the CashApp. And so you want to know, are you on the right path with TikTok? TikTok, TikTok. All right, let's take a look here. So what we got going on here. So is TikTok for your highest experience, and are you using it the best? Is there anything that you can do different, or what do they want you to know here? TikTok, TikTok, right? Okay, I do want those there, and that one here, but not that one. Okay. Don't throw everything around here. So you got the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck here. So the Four of Wands is an energy of joy and celebration, and it is a card of, I would say, balanced energy too. Let's see what else we have here. We got the Five of Wands, so the Four of Five. So there's a little progression here from the underlying energy to move it up here. And the 5 of Wands is, I don't know if maybe some collaboration. So the 5 of Wands, it is a card of drama and can be conflict, but there's this energy about groups and helping. So, something that you might consider is collaborating with others on TikTok and see if anyone's interested, especially if it's something along the same lines of what you do on it and sharing. It might be something to consider there that you can expand there, because then you can share audiences and you guys can join together. So, something to consider. There's never any have tos here. You do have the Empress. So here you are, the mighty, mighty high priestess, Empress. But this is about creativity and birthing some new things too. So there's always an opportunity to expand. Let's see what you can expand into. Wow, you got the full card too. So expanding into this energy here about new possibilities, creation, and letting your creativity flow and not being afraid to try new things on there too. I feel like the 4 of Wands on the bottom is, yeah, celebrate. Also, there's that energy of joy and gratitude that, um, when we start to look at, well, am I doing well? I'm not doing well. I want more. I need more. That pushes things away, right? So it's always coming back to gratitude with everything that we're doing and remembering our why. Am I doing it for big audiences and money and blah blah blah, or am I doing it to share my heart? And when we're doing it for that other things, it's okay to have the abundance that comes with sharing your heart. But when that, sometimes our human will take us into that fear, right? That need, that want, I need more, I need to grow more. But if we're not grateful for what we do have, then it pushes things away. When we are grateful for what we have, it draws more in, right? And we can't fool it. We've tried, our humans like, oh, so if I pretend I'm grateful and go, oh, I'm so grateful, blah, 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 our energy doesn't lie. Our energy will do it, right? So it's about sincerity and getting into our heart and going, yeah, this is what I want, right? Let's see what this underlying energy is. Yeah, Queen of Cups, touching into your intuition, following your heart. I like that. So definitely, dive into connecting to the spirit and sharing it. I feel like a big piece of sharing, um, emotion, sharing that deep secrets that you get from spirit, sharing that is so important, right? And you got the chariot too. So this is Cancer moon energy. It is movement, it is victory. But with these both coming out together, there's such strong moon energy. Maybe even do like some moon rituals. I'm studying the moon right now, and there's 8 phases. So there can be some moon focus and using moon energy. Just a thought as they're plopping it in here. Yeah, and you got the star card too. So I don't know if you do astrology or talk about planetary energies. This is really coming in here with all these planets around there. But this is the dream come true. And I feel like you are, there's no wrong way to share things. And I feel like they're kind of saying you're doing good things there. There's always room to expand. You even got the 3 of Pentacles on the bottom about being true to your authentic self, not not kind of focusing on what what would everybody want me to do and what's going to be popular. It's more getting in tune with spirit and just saying, what do I want to share? How do I uniquely want to share the love in my heart with the world? And what would you like me to share with the world right now? What does the world need? What can help our collective? I like that. So I feel like that's helpful, hopefully. And let's see here. Well, let's go to the sweet dreams here for your fortune cookie. All right. And you've got transition. While I sleep, I move from the old to the new with great ease. So I love this dream energy too. So if there's something that you can share about dream time and even astral traveling, I just feel like there's so much that you have the knowledge and ability to share. Just start sharing it. You don't need to organize it all. Just share what's on your heart and see what happens. But I like that. There's a lot of people on TikTok that can use that guidance too. So that's what they have for that one there. So thank you again for your donation, your first one. Excuse me. All right. And then for your number two donation here, let me grab that timestamp here. Amazing Grace. So do Amazing Grace number two. And so we're starting here. Well, kind of a little later, but 2030, right? Yeah. All right. So number two here, Amazing Grace. You want to hear from your husband. All right. Let's take a look here and see what we have going on here. Hey, everybody. Good to see everyone. I hope you're having a great weekend. I can't believe it's the end of March already. Third of the year. Almost gone already. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. All right. Let's see what your husband has to say here. I don't know why I always say it that way, but here we go. All right. Let's see what they got here. So the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. I feel like we got something like this yesterday or the day before or last week. I'm just remembering it's like they're they're in a process of letting go and purging emotions that don't serve them anymore that have been pushed down. So they're doing a lot of good emotional healing and transformation, and they're letting go and they're like moving a lot of relationships out of their life that don't serve anymore, which is a great sign. It's like they're creating emotional space and they're bringing back a lot of their emotional energy, building up their emotional bank. And we do that, and we're nudged to do that when we're preparing to uh, invest emotional energy in something. So I like this. This is like it's like packing up a house and getting ready to move. It's like when you're packing up a lot of emotion, there's emotion getting ready to move. So I feel like you guys are drawing closer and closer to one another. And let's see what else we have here. I know we went time, but not yet. Yeah, we have the Page of Cups. I like this deck because they show number 11. So this is moving to all this emotional, moving to a new level. And it's important to know, all of our relationships with everyone is a reflection of our self-love, right? It's always a reflection back to us. And that's good because the more we raise our love vibration, the more we raise our self-love, the more we're able to give and receive love from the outside world. If I love myself this much, no matter how much love I want to push out, it's going to be drip, drip. No matter how much love someone wants to give me, it's just going to be drip, drip. But the more I expand my self love, the bigger amount I can give love and the bigger amount I can receive love too. So it's a benefit for us all to raise our love vibration and focus on our self love because, if I love myself like a thimble, that's all I can offer you. And they're going to go, that's it. Although they also they're working on their self-love, which is great because if you work on it and you can flood energy out, if their pipeline is small, all they can do is drip drip too, right? So it's really finding this person and being drawn together with someone that has this bigger self-love allows you to have a deep deep higher love. This Page of Cups is a whole new level, and it's worth it. So doing our own, inner work is very important with this here. Also, that speeds things up. The higher our love vibration, the faster things come to us at a higher vibration. So that's important to know too, right? Speaking of timing, and the more we focus on that, the more we release emotions that don't serve us anymore. Like we said, with the Eight of Cups, relationships that don't serve us anymore, mindsets that don't serve us anymore, energy that doesn't serve us anymore. And even in the physical world, it's like when we create space within us, that's what allows things. I like the example of, um, if you're going to buy new furniture, if you don't get rid of the old furniture, there's no place to bring it in and put it. So you're not going to put it out in your front yard. So it's like we have to make the space for the delivery to happen, right? All right, let's see what else your husband wants you to know here. Got the Nine of Wands. So there is this energy, which is good about, and there's two cards. We'll see what this other one is here first. Yeah, the World card. I like it. Ending of old cycle, beginning of new adventure. The Nine of Wands is an energy of like this forest field keeping things away, allowing you guys to have this hermit's journey, which is allowing you to prepare, right? If you have a lot of activity, a lot of people pulling you away, a lot of interested parties, flirting, and it kind of can be distracting and it takes us away from our inner journey. And they're like, yeah, this is what's happening now. I get it. I'm kind of feel like I'm in solitary confinement myself, but they're realizing it's for them to clear things away. And so they've made peace with, I know I'm preparing myself for something amazing. Even though it gets irritating sometimes when you feel like you kind of feel alone and maybe your human gets into lonely feelings. They're like, it's okay, it's normal. But remember, it's on purpose for a purpose. Excuse me. So I like this. And then underneath the surface here, you got the Seven of Wands. Yeah. Being true to your authentic self. It's so important here. Shining bright, being yourself, um, enjoying life, going and doing things you love, because the Seven of Wands is this energy of that's how you guys notice each other. You're out living your passion, you're being who you are, you're expressing yourself. And then you guys are, it's like when you bump into each other and you see each other, excuse me. It's like you're both are standing out. Someone's standing out. Like someone might be on stage or separate where you're teaching, or it's just somewhere where you're apart from a crowd. One of you is, but you spot each other. So if someone's not in a crowd, someone's in a crowd, they it's like there's a spotlight on them in the crowd. So you guys see each other and you're like whoop whoosh, and there's this draw. You're like your eyes meet and you're just like it'd be like someone singing and they're singing, looking around, they see you and they start singing to you. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling. It doesn't necessarily need to be a song, but that's the kind of energy that's there. Yeah, and then the emperor, right? So we got the emperor and you had the empress before, right? And this is important because I like this. They're preparing to be an emperor who rules over kings, and an empress rules over queens. And sometimes we will, like an emperor will settle for a queen instead of an empress, and an empress will settle for a king instead of an emperor, which isn't at the same level. And there's always something missing. But they're like, no, this is going to be an emperor and an empress. And I like that message. And I'll treat you like one too. I like that. Let's see here. I'm being drawn to the Whispering Woods for this one. Let's see what your fortune cookie is for this one. There we are. And you've got Journey, branch out to new worlds. I like that. So that's that encouragement to be yourself, venture out, follow your heart, follow your passions, venture out. Um, but it's not looking for someone, it's letting your passions flow, your heart leading you. So I like that. All right, so that's what you have for el numero dos. And then for your third one, let me grab the timestamp here. And you are at 2909. All right, so number 3 for you. Whoops, here, Amazing Grace. Let me just pop that in here. Number 3, and we are at 2909. I like these nines in there. All right. And then, so Amazing Grace, this one you want ancestors message. I actually grabbed a deck because I've been getting a lot of requests for ancestors. It's this great Angels and Ancestors Oracle by Kyle Gray. And let's see what they have here for you. I feel like they wanted to come through Oracle. They're the storytellers, our ancestors, right? There's also angels in here. Let's see what's coming through. You got the shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Kind of a consistent message coming through for you today. I like this. So let's see here. Let's find the shapeshifter. All right. Whoop, I passed right by it. Come on, come on. There we go. So the message is take your time and focus on developing your gifts and your strengths. In shamanic traditions, a shapeshifter is either an animal that has the capacity to change between species or a shaman who has the capacity to transform into an animal to go journeying. So, if there is a wild animal that you're particularly drawn to or fascinated by, it's probably because you can transform into one in your meditation or your journeying practice to go exploring in other worlds. Wow, you just got this journey which said branch out to new worlds. So I like this. And then when you shift into animal form, you can see the world through different eyes and tap into the animal's survival skills to help yourself through a particular situation. The extended message says you may have been through many challenges and lows, but now you're in a space of transformation. No kidding, right? You are moving beyond your past challenges and honing your current strengths. There are opportunities for you to discover and rediscover the gifts and talents that you were born with and born to share. All of your past experiences have only helped you see how strong you really are. You are an amazing soul who can change and transform in ways that people least expect. You have many talents that you will share in your lifetime. You're guided to stay focused on the light, knowing it will guide you forward. And when this card arrives, there's also an opportunity for you to tap into the power of your spirit animal. Note if you're seeing a particular animal regularly because its medicine is coming to you. Wow. I love that for you. Powerful message. Yeah, all three of your readings talked about with the TikTok sharing your gifts from your husband, talking about shining bright and following your passions and this new journey and now connecting. So I love this for you, Amazing Grace. That's what they have for you. So thank you again for your multiple donations. I greatly appreciate that. All righty. So um up next, we do have Infinity. So let me grab that here. Infinity. All right. So, Infinity, thank you for your donation via Z Cash App. And after I finish Infinity, I'll kind of give you guys a rundown of where we're at on donations and the order so you can kind of know what's happening here. All right. So Infinity, thank you for your donation. Like I said, via the Cash App. Let me scroll up here. Yes. So here's your message. So the message from Spirit about the situation with your connection with L, please. You're having anxiety. Yeah, right. So anxiety is fear. So it's a good opportunity, right? We love all these opportunities when we experience fear as humans, right? It's like a little flag and that something can be looked at inside of us, right? It's not happening to us, it's happening for us so we can see what's at the root of this, right? So let's take a look and see what we got going on here. What does Spirit want me to know here? All right. So we've got those. Bottom of the deck, you do have the Ace of Cups. And isn't that just amazing? We just love this because the Ace of Cups is our journey, right? Every relationship of the outside world is a reflection of our self-love, right? And so when we get this reflection of people, family, friends, romantic, everyone is a flag for us or a mirror that when if something spawns up or we don't like something in someone else or we love something in someone else, it's about us and we can reflect and see where that exists within us. What am I fearing, right? And so when we with this Ace of Cups, it's reflecting and going, what are you afraid of that their actions or non-actions, their words or silence What is that meaning about you? This is the thought that we grow up. We're given a lot of that, right? Thoughts and beliefs that this people, all these people out here, especially when we're like romantic, we're like, oh, that person, how they love you tells you all about you. And that's a bunch of BS, right? Because that tells us how they feel about themselves. But we're not taught that. We're taught a big lie. Look at all this how they act and whatever means something about you, which we all do. I know I went through all that when people would cheat on me and betray and lie and whatever. I'm like, oh, it must be that I'm not worthy enough. I'm not enough for them. That's why they have to go find someone else. I'm not worthy. And that's like, no. We learn that and going, no, no, my actions tell me about me, which that they were a mirror for me, showing me what I wanted to see about myself and how I was cheating on my higher self with them because I was, self worth comes inward and upward, right? But when I define myself by the retail price of the outside world, going, oh, my worth depends on how other people perceive my worth. Not you. Sorry. I'm going to cheat on you and look to everyone else. And it was a big aha to realize, oh my gosh, I was cheating on myself with these other people. And that's why they were cheating on me to show me how I was cheating on myself. And when we have these ahas and we see the higher perspective, we step out of our human um, adventure for a moment. We can see the truth of things and be freed from those fears, right? So I like this Ace of Cups being on the bottom. It's an important message for us all. You got two cards and then two cards underneath. And I feel like here's the mirroring, right? So on one side, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is all this relationship energy that's here. And below the surface of this, what's bubbling below the surface is the 5 of Pentacles. This is that belief of lack, right? And this is how we define relationships a lot, right? That, we're afraid to feel abandoned, left behind, like we're not good enough, we're not enough. And if we don't have a relationship and someone doesn't want to choose a relationship with it, we think it's because I'm not enough for someone. And it's like, no, when people don't choose us for a relationship, thank God, because they're telling us who they are. And if someone doesn't want to be in a relationship with us, we can thank them for, well, good, because I don't want to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't want to be in a relationship with me that will end up cheating. I like that people show me who they are because it saves me time, right? But it's about turning inward and defining yourself inward and upward. And then you realize you're priceless instead of defining yourself by what people value you at, because that's retail price. It's fickle. You end up on a clearance rack or donated, and it's like, no, um, I want someone who recognizes my pricelessness, but people can't recognize my pricelessness if I don't, because they're going to reflect back to me how I feel about myself. So if I feel I'm worthless, they're going to reflect that back to me. So this lack and this worth of the 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man, all of this is about seeing yourself from a different perspective and realizing this, it's a transformative energy, not seeing yourself as a caterpillar that walks along the, sluggish, walking along the forest floor, eating leaves, and really feeling like it has no life, to realizing I'm a beautiful butterfly. I'm going into my cocoon and I'm transforming, and I don't need to settle for caterpillars, right? So there's important energy. Let's look at the mirror here on the other side, and you have the King of Swords. Yeah, we got the King of Swords. This is a clarity, seeing things from a higher perspective. They're the ruler of wisdom and communication and seeing things from capital T truths. King of Swords has that Ace of Swords, so they're able to see things from a heavenly, a spiritual perspective, the real you perspective, not the human. We get into that caterpillar mind, the human mind of smallness, and we're like, yeah, how can we see ourselves as powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit beings? when we're that, right? But when we remember who we really are, this is what this brings in. Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune. This abundant feeling. What's this other card here too? Yeah, the Four of Swords, the peace of mind. This is letting go of those expectations. So the you know, taking time to step back and go, what am I scared about with regards to them, right? What is it that I'm fearing? What do I feel their actions or non-actions mean about me? What I feel their words or their silence mean about me? And just get it out there, get it out from being hidden within, and just spill it right to yourself. Journal it, and that helps getting and writing in front of you. Because when we hold these beliefs in the darkness of silence and inside, things seem so real. If we don't speak about it out loud to ourselves or to a trusted friend, or journal it and look at it and go, really? I think that, well, when they feel this way about me, it means I'm worthless. And we look at it and we're like, hell no, So bring it out into the light and see it for the lies that it is. And then connect with your higher self to see and remember who you really are. And that helps us look past these fears, and not defining ourselves by other people, right? Yeah, I like it. And so here is your fortune cookie for here. Interesting. So you got this trust card here. And in regards to L, right? It says, don't trust what you're being told. There is more to this situation. The answers lie within the finer details which are not being shared with you. So, and I like that. We don't, sometimes people go, can I trust this human person? I'm like, no, you can't trust humans. Why? Because humans have, it's like cats. I bring up cats a lot, but cats, like, I've had many cats throughout my life, and you can be petting a cat and they're purring and everything, and you touch them in the wrong way and and they head off, and you're like, what happened? You touched that one little crazy spot that made them flip out, right? But that's what humans have. We have this little inner child. When they feel unsafe and out of control, as soon as we trigger somehow, some way out of the blue into fight or flight mode, we lose our intelligent, compassionate, loving side, and we act stupid. And we act like a 2-year-old suddenly out of nowhere. And so it's like, if there's this button that can activate anytime, it's like, yeah, I can't trust these human characters. I can trust spirit, the higher realms. They have unconditional eternal stability. I can trust them. But humans, so you turn inward and upward and you trust there. But just know that when you're thinking that someone needs to be something for us, they're not going to be this image of perfection, because no human can, because of that little trigger that they have, that at some point it's going to go off and we're going to be disappointed in it. So we turn inward and upward for our stability, for our worth. And then where our stability and our worth is, our worth is stable because of that. Instead of when we define ourselves by the outside world, relationship, situation, things, we feel very unstable. All right. So that's what they have for you, Infinity. Hopefully that helps with a little bit of the anxiety there. We definitely can always use that reminder. All of us, all these human characters we are, right? All right. So that's what we've got. So many blessings to you. All right. So where we are at as far as donations. So we've got a few from Nova, and Nova, yesterday or Friday, sometime this weekend, you donated twice, and I didn't see any questions from you. So you have an IOU too. So let me know if you have 2 additional questions too. So we have Nova and Nova, and then we'll jump to Moonlight, and then back to Nova, and then back to Moonlight, and then to Nelia. Hey, Nelia, Nelia. And then We've got Patty, so 3 for Patty. And then we will jump to Latoya. Thank you for your donation via the Cash App. And then back to Moonlight, and then back to Patty, and then to Gabriella. And that's where we're at right now. So there we go. All right. So let us jump in here. So Nova, we're going to have 4522. It's going to be your first timestamp, kind of. I'm going to pop it down here, but it's around this time frame, which is good. So let's put your name here. This is going to be for number one, and we are at here 4522. All right. So thank you for your first donation. I'm all looking over here. And so you want to know, what do your spirit guides want you to know? You think you've been doing things, maybe approaching things differently lately, ever since that last reading. It was pretty eye-opening. Oh, okay. What do they want you to know? All right. I know they can be, right? That's great, though. All right. So let us dive in. Let me just take a sip here. All right. So what do they want you to know? Okay. I do want that one there and this one here. For those two there. And they want this one first. Okay. So let's see what we've got here. 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. So you have 1 card, 2 card, and then 3 cards, which shows progression. We like that. There's a message always in that ourselves. So we like that. All right. And you've got the 9 of Swords on the bottom, which the 9 is an ending of fears. And I like this deck because it's the Nightmare and Insomnia card, but look all the brightness that comes in here too, right? Um, and you said hi to your spirit guides. Yeah. And they hear it. They hear everything, right? But I like this. They've got this so confirmation there is progression. The 9 is a number of endings, and 10 is like the walking out the door of things. 9 is, okay, I'm ready to end this. I've had enough. And so you have that energy of like you're ready. And then the 10 of Swords is like exiting out and going into the next room, right? So you are ready and you have been releasing a lot of fears and facing this as well. So I like this energy. Excuse me. And we do have 1 card, 2 card, 3 card, which is a progression. It's you're building something, you're heading in direction, you're going upstairs, 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, right? And you started with the King of Cups. Yeah. So it's a beautiful energy because King of Cups is like this energy of balancing of your head and heart. And so you have been really working on reaching a higher place and really feeling more not so extreme in different things. And you've been, but that's a really balanced energy. And so there is that celebration of that and acknowledgement of that. And then you have the Lover's card, which is about emotional choice. And the other card that came with that is the 6 of Wands. Yeah. So here's that joy and that celebration. Here, this is you and all these people here. That's your spiritual posse celebrating you, lifting you up, congratulating you, high fiving you, fist bump, and elbow bump, and group hug, and all of that about emotional choice. And we've been talking about that for a while, right? That every moment is either a choice of higher vibration, gratitude, unconditional love, joy, laughter, play, peace, expansion, the higher vibrational energy, right? Or lower vibrational energy rooted in fear. And realizing that we're the ones that get to choose our emotion each moment, that people can't make me feel anything. They just do things, and then my triggers trigger off, and then I decide what I'm going to feel in regards to that. And there's this celebration here that you have been making emotional choices and stepping into your power of emotional choice. I mean, King of Cups, balance between head and heart, and thoughts and emotion. And here is the power of choice of emotion too. So I love that. They are so sweet. And then the third thing, you have the Two of Pentacles. Again, balancing energy of the outside world, along with the Six of Pentacles, balancing energy of the outside world. It's the scales of balance. And then the third card, the Strength card. Look at your Leo energy stepping into your strength. And here's your human self. Sorry, don't mean to flip you off. Your higher self and your human self here. And this connection that you've had with stepping into your inner strength and your courage and being true to yourself, your true higher self, this powerful being of light that you are. And so they are telling you that you have been doing all this. Even on the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is about putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears, and seeing the progression in the outside world. And it's like an apprentice heading towards being a master. You've been doing that. You've been focusing. You've been really putting your energy in. And under that, the sun, the other Leo card that's coming in here too. So I like this stepping into the light and the power of who you are, all the stability, all of this balance that's coming in. So definitely that's them saying, yes, 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 yes. You have um, made significant progress and choices with all of that. So very much celebrated. And I feel like we're going to go to the chakra love for your first fortune cookie. All right. Love when cards just come flying out. I'm like, wow, all right, simmer down. But you got here shine. Can you believe that? Solar plexus. Let's see here if I can get it to focus a little better there. But bright, bright, it's Moo Kite, Mookite. Isn't your cat named Moo? Moo Kite, solar plexus. This is stepping into your power, the yellow chakra, right? And it says shine. You are made of stardust, so keep sparkling. I love it. That's all that um, Leo sun energy, shining bright energy. So I love that. Right. So that is your first one there, Nova. So thank you for that first one there. And then let's go on to your second one here. Let's see. Let me put the time stamp here. So we got 52:46. And so we'll put that in here. Whoops. It's been a while since I've been typing, so I'm a little slower than I used to be. I'm like, wow. All right, so 52:46, we'll put that in here. All right. So number two. And so thank you for your second donation. What is that box? Oh, the unboxing. All right. So number two, there it is. So what does Curdy Pie, what does he want you to hear and know today? Also to Kurt, you feel like you've totally been doing better lately. You don't know why. Yeah. So let's take a look here. Let's see, does Kurt want to talk through an oracle? Yeah, I feel like he always likes doing that here, but he's talking through an animal. So let's see what he wants you to know here through the animal apothecary. Yeah, and I'll be time stamping all readings at the end. Just so everyone knows, I'll also when the stream is done, I'll post a pin a comment listing the order and the timestamp next to names too, trying to make it easier for everyone to find their reading, especially when they go for hours. So you've got prayer and answers. I love it. The buffalo. And here it is. Here's Kurt, and here's you down below. Card number 12. So this is the buffalo. If you ever watched Dances with Wolves, Tatanka. So North American Plains Indian tribes revered the great buffalo. Buffalo provided the means for survival, and very little was wasted. Buffalo was life. Sacred dance ceremonies were performed to honor buffalo and ask for a successful hunt. In these ceremonies, dancers would become the buffalo in spirit. The lesson of buffalo is the importance, of asking the great mystery, spirit, your spiritual posse, for help through syncing your prayers with action to create abundance and success. Act as if your prayers have already been answered. And when we act as though our prayers have been answered, we become a magnet for our prayers to manifest themselves in their physical forms. Let's say you're experiencing disunity and have a difficult time with a colleague. Your prayer is to resolve the issue and have unity between the two of you. Your prayer to the great mystery would be to ask for unity with your coworker and then to act as if you already had it. This would look like being kind, respectful, and showing love to your coworker immediately, regardless of whether the problem was resolved or not. This action is what would create the unity and eventually dissolve the issue. So when buffalo tramples into your spread, this medicine is a confirmation that your prayers are being heard, but it is of the utmost importance that you stand in unwavering blind faith that they are coming to fruition. Endure the time and uncertainty because your deepest heart's desires will be manifested. Act like the person whose prayer has already been answered. I like that, especially I feel like he's saying here, yeah, prayer and reaching out with your heart, right? Prayer doesn't have to be blah 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 with prayer beads and whatever. It's like help. That's like the easiest prayer that is heard too. Help. But they do hear you, and I like that they're giving you love here. What is that? Is that a bee? It's a little bee. There's a little bee inside the heart here. So they're giving you this, and yeah, the bee, like the busy bee, it's be who you want to be. And it's like you have seen things change and have things that change there because you have been taking action, and I like that. I feel like that was a big part of the messaging that you had gotten the last reading, right? It was like, nothing's going to happen until you take control and you act and you put forth the effort, and you have been, and I really love that. So that is what they have there. So I love that from Kurt. It's an acknowledgement that you've been taking action and that they're listening and they hear you, and the faith, and just know, go forward with the boldness and the belief. And I like that. Be the belief. I like that. Yes, prayer is so powerful. Oh, you like my country accent? I lived in Texas for 16 years amongst all my journeys, and so I did uh, learn a lot about accents down there. All right. So that is number 2. We'll bounce back for number 3, and then if you want to put, number 4 and number 5, you do, like I said, you have an IOU for 2, and then Nelia, thank you, I, for that you have 2 questions. Thank you for mentioning that because already forgot that, for the one last night, or yeah, whenever I cut it off, so, we will, uh, circle around for that. Alright, but up next, we do have Moonlight. So that's at 5909 is what we will do there. So Moonlight 5. And all right, so we've got 5909 is when we'll say that we started, but we start a little later than that. All right, so Moonlight, thank you for your Hey You sticker and your first donation. And you want to know what's coming the next 2 weeks. All right, let's take a look here. What's coming the next 2 weeks? And then after this, we'll go back to Nova, back to Moonlight, and then to Nelia's first. All right, let's take a look. What does Spirit want you to know about the next 2 weeks here, Moonlight? 212. I feel like this one too. All right. What do we got? Got the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck here. And the Seven of Swords, and they want me to bring in the Nine of Cups that's underneath that too. Isn't that a beautiful card for dreams? Dreams come true and full emotion. But the Seven of Swords is it's a clarity card about mindsets, and they wanted to bring this in because it's like the next 2 weeks bring you a lot of clarity regarding your dream. What is this dream? Your heart's dream come true. Seven of Swords is like it's the thievery, deception, lying kind of thought story. Like what's incomplete in the story? What is like thieving from me? Uh, it can be people, but in this case, I feel like because they wanted the Nine of Cups, this is like the questioning of thoughts around the dream come true. What is your heart's dream? What are the things that are keeping you from moving forward in your dream? But these are lies. These are small t truths that we took on growing up that we don't realize. Oh wow, there is this belief that I couldn't do that, or this is the way it has to go. And it's like, ooh, there's a challenge in these 2 weeks that a thought and a belief around your dream is brought to light and brought forward to you, like on a silver platter, going, here's the thought that can be, ixnayed out of here, right? So I like that. Let's see what this is about. You got two cards, one card, two cards. My microphone, and then the belief I feel like is underneath the surface. So let's see. Let's start in the middle. You got the Page of Wands, which is this new energy of activation of it's like a renewed passion around something. So it's like this dream gets a second, how they have the panels clear, boop, it's being reactivated, right? On one side, we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So this solid foundation in being who you are, this Seven of Wands is shining bright, not asking permission to shine, not dimming your light at all. Um, and not feeling like you have to defend this. Four Pentacles is the solid foundation in the outside world. It's a feeling of home, but this feels like this energy of, that, you know, uh, I can't have a solid financial future if I live that dream. I can't make enough money, or have enough foundation if I do that, you know? And I feel like that's a piece of this. Well, that's not true, you know? Um, it's what we've been told and what we think we've seen and what's been, we get these messages from the world, but it's like, who says I can be the first, Yeah, it could be like, well, most people can't make money that way. Who says you can't, right? A little voice has told us that. And then you have Temperance and the Magician. Yeah. Here's a belief. It takes forever to be able to live your dream and to be able to express yourself. That I don't have everything I need to be able to do this. It's going to take a long time. And that's that belief that we are told it takes a lot of effort. You you have to work so hard to have your dreams come true. That's another little lie that's out there, right? Because there's a great affirmation, abundance, and my dream comes to me easily and effortlessly. Wow, right? It can happen. Underlying energy below the surface here, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. See, that is at the bottom. The belief on the bottom is it takes forever for things to come to pass, and things can't happen quickly. And then we lose our patience and we kind of give up sometimes even before we start because we're like, ugh, I have to do all this stuff and it's going to take forever. I'll put it off for now because I just don't have the strength to invest that much time an energy into this, right? But it's like, it doesn't have to be that. And I like this over the next 2 weeks. There's like this clarity that comes in around living the dream. Let's see what your fortune cookie says here. We're actually using the real fortune cookies. That's what these are called. And you have, ooh, sexuality. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is about passion. So I feel like they want to replace this with passion. Um, but it says existing relationships could find a new passion. There we go. And heightened attraction. Opportunities for partnerships and good family life are strong, but if you're single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. Inner child. I feel like it's interesting because there's always these messages that are hidden within. And this is about an existing passion, an existing relationship. And this can be the relationship you have with yourself and your inner child about something. This old belief comes from earlier in life, and developing and changing that relationship of, no, you can. It's like if you, as children, a lot of times we have these dreams, right? I want to become an astronaut. And they're like, oh, there's not enough people or enough of those. It's very hard to do that. Why didn't you think of something more reasonable, right? And so our dream get squashed as children. And I like this energy of, seeing things differently. So I like that. All right. So that is what they have for your first one there, over the next 2 weeks. I'm excited. All right. So that is that one. And then, so back to Nova. So 106.46 is where we're at here. All right. Let me just throw that down here. Nova. I'm just going to put Nova. And 106.46. There we go. Oops. Hopefully I did that right. All right. So Nova for number 3, want any encouraging messages from spirit guides, Kurt, about your life or your dreams or whatever. Are you going to get better? Have you been? You'd like to hear what they have to say? Absolutely. We'll take a look at it. Or about your emotional side, which we talked about your emotional side in your first reading, right? About the emotional choice. So they already were chiming in earlier too. So encouraging messages, what do they have to say? All right, let's take a look here. So what encouraging messages? It's like this little step. Oh, and this one too. And that one. And that one. Boom, boom, boom. All right, what do we got here? All right. So they kind of talked about emotion already, but the bottom of the deck, they've got the King of Swords, who's not only the ruler over swords with the queen, but he gets a second portion of swords. He's the master of thought and knowledge and awareness. Underneath that, we do have the knight. Well, you have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords. So this is all this movement in emotion, movement in thought and belief. So, we got this energy here of uh, validation of that you have moved in your mindset, you have moved in your emotion. But they want to zero in, like we already talked about emotion, but here we're validating, we've done both, but this is about you've been doing a lot of um, change of story and belief in your mind as well as your emotion. So I like that. Let's see what else we have here. That was the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. I like this. We do have this like new opportunities that are opening up. It's like they're telling you that it's like you have chosen life. You've chosen to plant a new seed. It's almost like you've been birthed all over again. It's like, it's like reborn, the phoenix rising from the ashes. They're like you've risen for this new opportunity that's forming in the outside world. But it's like they keep on saying you've chosen life. You've chosen to live, not exist. And that's very encouraging, I feel. You've got the Two of Cups. So here's the emotional choice. So they're reinforcing what they gave you with the Lover's card here. So I like that. This is that you have chosen to choose higher vibration emotion and stepping into your power of choice. So you're more often choosing higher vibration instead of lower. And this is like part of that um, intention, part of that decision. I've decided I'm tired of not living. I'm going to live. And I like that. And you got the Ace of Wands. Yeah, here's that. All this ace energy is about new beginnings and this stepping forward and um and I like this energy, right? Well, you each time that you were going to you contemplated suicide, right? You chose to live, but more specifically what they're talking about is when you got the last message and it was pretty much you got to step up and act or you're going to die, and you were like, "You know what? I wanna live." And it was like that moment that you chose when it hits you, and you were like, "Whoa, alright, I'm gonna do this." And that in that moment you chose, and this is that energy, you started the wheels moving, and each time, every moment you're choosing over and over and over again, because every moment is a choice, right? A choice of our thoughts, a choice of our emotion, our choice of our energy, and our choice of our physical actions. And when you realize every moment I'm choosing to live or to die, then we keep choosing to live. I keep choosing to live. I keep choosing for me instead of choosing against myself. And all of this is this new beginnings and all these aces. I love it. And the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is being alone with spirit. So you definitely have been focusing in on that. And that you're never alone. Spirit is always with you. That's what that the bird is on your hand here, that you're always you're never alone. You're always surrounded by an amazing supportive group of individuals that love you eternally and unconditionally. And so that spirit saying, yeah, we're there with you, we're always there, we're never not there, we don't go away and come back, we're there. We've been a lot of them have been there since the moment you were conceived and you went into your mother's womb. They've been with you the entire time. And there are some that come in and out, and Kurt was there from the beginning. But there's other ones that come in and out of your life for specific times of your life too. But you have a core, a huge core that are always there for you, right? And the Ten of Cups, yeah, choosing joy, choosing joy, right? And like you said, um, each time that the choice comes up to live or to die, and like you said, even the other day, contemplating suicide, it's like when we get there, we're like, yeah, why, what's the worst that could happen if I stick around? You know, if I die, there's no chance at changing things or experiencing new things. So, let me go do what I want to do. What do I have to fear? Death? I'm going to do that myself. So let me go and experience life instead. There's so much joy, so much, there's so much available out there to experience. So I like that. And then you have the Seven of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. Seven of Swords is realizing the lies and the deceit and the things that have cheated you out of life before that have kept you from being true to your authentic self. The Three of Pentacles. These things, like, you've come here to create, you've come here to help people uh, by sharing with what you've gone through and what you've overcome, and the different things you've done to be able to live another day, and that could even be a song, you know. I'm choosing to live another day. Let's see what's tomorrow. I'm choosing to live another day. I love this because that's one of the big things you wanted to accomplish when you came down here, is to help people transform their emotions through your music, the same way that you use music and different things to help transform you too, right? So let's see here. Let's see the star seed. You got the star seed um, energy here for your fortune cookie. Yep. You got courage. I love it. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. That's the Leo energy of the strength card, courage and strength. It's literally the strength card. I know. Boom. All right. I love it. So that's what they have for you for that one, Supernova. So many blessings to you. All righty. And then post your other questions if you want. Like I said, you have two. Then we've got Moonlight for your number two. So Moonlight 5, number 2. We'll put that at 1 hour, 16 minutes. We'll just put it even there. Okay. So Moonlight, thank you for your additional donation. Oh, that one I can give a love. Whoops. There it goes. A love and a like to there. And you like a love reading for April, May. All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about love for April and May? Let's take a look here. All right, April. Boom, 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 boom. And then May, and May. What about love in general? Ooh, 3 of Wands. So bottom of the deck, you do have this energy of love going a different direction than you would have thunk, which is an energy of it's well, and it's about person and it's about how you meet and how it unfolds. So it's like it can be like this is who you normally are attracted to and who you think, well, this is who I'll end up with, someone like this, but it's like someone like this. And you're like, well, I'll meet them this way. Like, no, you meet them this way. Unexpected in a weird, bizarre way. Wow. Whoa. Didn't expect that. And then how it unfolds, it's like, whoa, it unfolds faster than you think it would. And so that kind of energy that it's just like, okay. And it's being open-minded and allowing it to flow in this way, right? So I love that. When I just saw your comments. I can do whatever I want to do. I just need to find my old power or a new, heightened power, even. I love that. And you got kind of scared. Was that with that sexuality? Whoa. Your dream is big. I love it. You're so funny. All right. So let's look at for April what they want you to know. You crack me up. All right. So you got the 5 of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the King of Cups. So 5 of Pentacles is this transformation of worth and like facing these fears of not being enough. And these are below the surface because I feel like you're pretty confident in your consciousness, but these have to do with your inner child. Some stuff bubbling below the surface that we might be unconscious of. And so it's good just to sit with your inner child and go, why do you fear you'd be abandoned? Why do you fear you're not good enough? Why do you fear that someone would decide after getting to know you that you're not enough for them, right? I love that you got the King of Cups and the King of Wands, because King of Cups is this energy that, King of Cups is one of my perfect compatible individuals. They're a wonderful balance between head and heart. So you do have this person that's the perfect fit for you. And the King of Wands is someone, it's a fire, kind of a fire sign energy is what I'm picking up. And this is someone that's going to really be attracted to you for you being who you are. Um, and quirkiness and weirdness and everything, where they're just like, things that you might feel insecure about, like, well, you know, like for me, it's like my spirituality. If they're, I had relationships I had thought, oh, that's cute, that's fun, it's a party trick, and oh, let's do cards, and I'm like, it was like they made not light of it, but they weren't like realizing how serious it was such a huge part of my life, right? And so that would always be like, well, um, it's going to take someone special to really appreciate that, right? Or my quirky personality, my Aquarian quirky personality and sense of humor. Someone's going to have a sense of humor to be with me because I like to laugh and joke. And if you're too serious, it ain't going to last. But I like that. This is the kind of energy they're saying that you would really, this information. So I really like that. Um, I really like that appreciation of who you are, quirkiness and all. And that's why I feel like it's important to let with the inner child. It's like someone's gonna love us for who we are, and we're not gonna let and be with anyone who's not. We're not gonna let them. I'm not gonna let anyone hurt you. It's like that kind of energy and connection with your inner child. I love that. Underneath that, you've got the high priestess. Yeah, so they're going to have to appreciate this side of you, your spirituality and all this, energy around who you are. And the 4 of Wands. Yeah. So you do have, someone who will want to marry you and be with you for who you are. And I love that energy. April, it does feel like here the 4 of Wands is also celebration, gathering. So I would definitely, if you're invited to some sort of celebration and get together, whether it's a wedding, anniversary, birthday, some sort of celebration, definitely go. All right, May, let's see what we have here. You got the 5 of Swords. So we definitely have this energy of it's mental conflict. It's the battle between the head and the heart. 2 of Cups. So here is relationship energy. And you've got the 4 of Pentacles, this feeling of home, and the 9 of Swords. Yeah. So I feel like here that May is more of a really looking into these thoughts and these beliefs that are bubbling up. And I feel like you meet someone in April at this gathering and celebration, but I don't feel like that's the one. But I feel like it sparks things that brings up these fears, these beliefs that you're like, what are these triggers that are popping up? And these are coming up for you to transform those to where and it has to do with your solidity of your worth, because the 4 of Pentacles is, realizing there's some of these beliefs bubbling down there. You're like, oh wow, yeah, they were like, uh they're showing me like, why already cleaned out that room. Well, did you check the junk drawer? And you're like, oh my gosh, there's that still in there, let me clean that out. So there's just some leftover thoughts and beliefs that are down there about defining our worth by relationships or situations or things, and realizing, yeah, I don't define myself by that. Let me transform those, and because your solid foundation of your worth here. But it's preparation here for you. But I do feel like you meet someone. They're not your King of Cups though, but they are a stepping stone to bring these things up to go, oh yeah, I'm glad I noticed that before I met them, because I don't want to bring that in with them. But I'm glad I had these run in with this person because it allowed me to bring that up so I could transform it. So I love that. All right. So I feel like that is what they want you to know for love. And let's get you a fortune cookie here too. I feel like we're gonna go to the golden little sparkles here. Let me just put these in here. These are a little slippery still. Fairly new tarot deck. All right, there we go. And let's see what we got here for your fortune cookie. These are from the heart affirmations. Let's see. Okay, nope, this one. Ooh, you get two. So your first one is I experience love in all its beautiful glory. I love that. And then you also got I acknowledge and express my emotions with ease and grace. I love it. So I love that for you. All right, so that's what they have for you there, Moonlight, for that one. So many blessings to you. Hey, Chloe. You email oh, yeah, I do see some emails pop in here. Oh, you didn't know I was online? You didn't turn me on? Yeah, on YouTube. You're funny. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Well, we'll talk more about that too. I love that. Alrighty. So let's see where we're at here. I love it. Uh, you just gotta love spirit, right? All right. So let's see where we're at here. So up next we have Nelia. Let me see the cash up here. We got I just heard crows outside, Chloe. Crow, crow, crow. They're saying hello. I saw a little blurb you talked about a crow. So we have Nelia, and then we'll have three from Patty, and then to Latoya, and then back to Moonlight, and then back to Patty, and then Gabriella, and then let me take a look here, and then Flo. Hi, my name is Flo, and then we'll be going to. I think we got Sean G. Yes, we have Sean G. And then Chloe. So we got a lot. In fact, I'm going to be on for about 30 more minutes or so, but I will be definitely coming back on to finish out everything this afternoon. So don't give up, everybody. We will get to everyone eventually sometime today. All right. So, Nelia, let's jump into yours. Let me just put this timestamp here. So we've got 127. We'll do 33 here. So Nelia. And we'll do this and this here. All right. So Nelia, thank you for your first donation. And so the new love energy coming your way. Oh, okay. Yeah. Is it online? Is it virtual or in the physical world? All right. Let's take a look at that first. From whence does it come? And then what will the experience be like and end up as here? Okay. What will it be like? And based on current energies, of course, that will always can alter and change. We'll see what we got here. Well, I love it. So you got the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is, of course, watching my channel enough, it's one of our compatibility cards. Ooh, look, and even got the sun underneath it. And the King of Swords, I feel like is important to mention here. And the Emperor underneath that. So very much all of this energy. I mean, there's a lot of fire energy here with the Sun card and the Emperor, because that's Aries energy. But there's like this they're the full thing, right? Um they bring a lot because the Emperor is like the culmination of all four kings. But you also got the King of Cups and the King of Swords. It's like the Emperor plus extra, so they're definitely well-rounded is a good way to say that there, right? So sorry, I just saw Moonlight. A bizarre way, just getting scarier. No, it's a unique way instead of, boring. Because that's you. You wouldn't want to meet someone in a well, here we go. You want it to be interesting because you get bored too easy anyway. So there you go. Right, Nelia. So how are you going to meet this person? Well, I feel like just something to throw in here too that they really wanted to mention the King of Swords. They're really intelligent. In fact, I feel like they are a professor or someone who teaches something, trains, teaches people things, but it feels very like they're very much an education. Um, kind of field or that's their passion, their joy, and I feel like that's their career. That's there too, right? So um, that's what they have. So let's take a look here. How are you going to meet them? Is it in person? Is it online? Oh, you got the Page of Swords, Nine of Cups. Wow. So, Page of Swords, of course, is all about communication and more more air, and so that feels like more online, like the community you get to know them first through the mind. You get to know them first through, that and not in person. In fact, it's like the Nine of Cups, the energy of emotion that you feel, this fullness of emotion, is because you get to know them intellectually and communication-wise before you meet them in person. So I do feel like it's more online or, it's gotta be, that kind of communication, email, online, um, kind of, um, introduction before you meet them. And then how does it unfold? Let's take a look here because we wanted to know what is it gonna be like. You got the 7 of Wands. Yeah, being true to your authentic self, and it is being seen, because that is that standing out. Both of you stand out from the crowd, and you recognize each other there as well, right? Um, and we have that, and you have the Queen of Cups. So a lot of emotion that's shared here too. So I love that they're bringing in here. 'Cause it's intuition, it's, she rolls over emotion, but she's also gets a second portion of emotion. So, and they're okay with the huge heart and your sensitivity because of your empathic abilities, how you pick up on everything. Even though they're in their they're intelligent and they're that King of Cups, they have a balance between head and heart. And so they understand your heart, and all that too. So I feel like maybe they're an educator, but also they help people. I almost kind of get this feeling. Well, I do get this feeling, not almost. Like it's psychology, counseling, like they teach, um, like like they have their doctorate where they teach counseling and that kind of thing, but they also have a counseling practice too. And so they understand emotion and they welcome it and they don't, they know how to communicate. They understand humanity and emotion. So I love that. Yeah, and the 8 of Cups. So they've left behind and they've done all this here, with um thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and emotions that don't serve them and relationships that don't serve them. And so they understand they've that usually people who have you know counsel and all that, they had rough lives, and that's why they understand it. And so and then why they pursued a lot. They usually say, I have a lot of friends who were, I mean, are counselors and went to school for counseling and got their masters and all that stuff, and they're always like, yeah, counselors are most screwed up people. They point at themselves, like, but we get it, and that's why we can have compassion. We understand things, and I'm like, yeah, that's so true. But they also have a healthy awareness of emotion. So I like that for you. And then, how does it end up? Knight of Swords, some movement of communication, learning a lot, being able to see things differently, and what a heightened type of relationship where it's a relationship that wow, has communication in it, clear communication. What? I know. The 9 of Wands, I like this. So, the 9 of Wands is stepping into the power and where there were blocks before and, like, places that you couldn't get past in a relationship before. That's very empowering where you're able to step into your power, which opens up this space for you to step through where you haven't been able to go before. Yeah. Wow, it's strong. And here's this Leo energy, but it's a high vibration Leo energy. I think, did we talk about? I don't think yours we were talking about. We got the sun card underneath, which is Leo energy as well. That was one of the Emperor. Yeah, we did talk about fire because we had the Emperor card and the Sun card. And here it is, Leo energy, but higher vibration, higher expression of Leo energy, which, because lower vibration, lower expression, which there's every sign has lower or higher expression. Lower expression of Leo is look at me, and follow me, do what I want. But higher vibration, higher expression Leo energy, which all this energy I feel from them is they have this attraction that brings people and they lead. It's like servant leadership. They lead by example and they lead in a positive way. So I really love that. So many. I like all that. So that is what I feel they have for you there, Nelia. So let me get you your fortune cookie too. I like this. All right. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. Don't put those together. I like put them in separate. All right. Then we've got the Whispering Woods is calling out for you for your fortune cookie here. You should be quiet. Nah, you should not be quiet. You need to speak. You need to be you. All right, let's take a look here. And then your fortune cookie says, time. Oh. I know that was going to be it. Like, well, when is this going to happen? Well, embrace in the new dewdrops of life before they disappear with the morning sun. So enjoy the now, enjoy what you have now. Focus on your self-love. That just is what will draw you guys together. But I like that. Even the sun, there's the sun card, the Leo energy being reinforced there as well. So I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. Okay. So up next, we've got Patty. Patty. So let me put you in this little list here, Patty. And so up first, we got one. We'll do 137.45, I think. Okay. Good enough there. All right. So, Patty, for your number one, well, if I can type, that would be even better. So, I'll put that in here and let's put your timestamp, which is 137.45. All right, Patty. So thank you for your first donation. Let's give that a love and a like here. And you want to know, can the company do without you at this point? Any company can do without us at that point, right? Our decision is, can I do without the company right now? Oh, yeah. Let's see here. So can the company do without you here? Let's see what they have here for those energies. Yeah, and they got the bottom of the deck, the King of Pentacles, which is about abundance and, going forward. There's plenty of, it's funny, it's like a kingdom. There's plenty of funds and ability in the treasury, the royal treasury. So that underlying energy is, yeah, companies can do fine without us. They always find a way, even if they think they can't, they always find a way. You got the Queen of Swords, which is about balancing of your head and your heart. And the Hermit card, being alone and being away, right? So there is this energy about, doing what's good for you. And the Hermit is you stepping away, you looking at things differently. But when you balance your head and your heart, you're like, okay, I can, do this. You have the Page of Wands too, which is a new passion, a heightened passion and action energy with the Four of Swords. Put your mind at ease. This is peace of mind. Move forward with the peace of mind is really the combination of these two cards together. And this Queen of Swords is I rule my own kingdom, with that Hermit card, with those coming out together too. It just is this energy that you got to choose for you and not, look at, well, I don't want to leave them in a bad way. Well, if they needed to let you go, they would. They wouldn't be like, oh, we need to we'll keep you on for a while until you can find something else. No, they would be like, bye. So just realize that no matter how we think that how much a company is committed to us, if it was the bottom dollar and it was us or them, it would be them. They would choose them, right? Yeah, and you got the Ace of Wands, which is fast movement, fast energy. You've got a lot of messages coming in from spirit too. I feel like you're getting confirmation of this and that there's this nudge for you to move forward, and you kind of feel a bit anxious. Not anxious like fear, but like ants in your pants. Like, I got to get moving. Antsy, not anxious is what I feel is in here. So I feel like the company could do without you, but it's like spirit is saying, don't, that doesn't need to be like one of your decision maker, um, you know, facts, and to help a determinator and what you want to do for you, right? Yeah, I like it. Your fortune cookie here is holiday. Time for a holiday. It's time to go on that holiday that you've been dreaming about. Live life. Don't exist, live life. So follow your heart. Where does it want to go? And maybe this is that hermit. It's like it's a time for a little vacation. If you have vacation time, step away. Getting away from everything can help you make a decision too. So I like that. Yeah. So that's what they have for that one, Patty. And then for number two, let's put that in here. All right, we got 142 is what we'll put in for that one. And for this one, let's give that a love and a like. You wanted a financial reading. All right, yeah, let's take a look here. Take a quick sip here. All right. So let's look at your finances. Okay, they do evidently want that one too. Came flying out. They want those there, this one here, and that one there. All right. All right, I'll put these out here. Bottom of the deck, you do have the Knight of Wands. Fast moving energy. Fastest horse out of them all. Movement of passion, stepping into your power kind of energy too. We'll see what that means here as we look at all these other cards. So the first card that came out, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is this emotional energy, and kind of there's like a lot of these dreams that are here about, moving forward towards a dream, picking your dream. And the underlying energy under that is the Fool card. Yeah, there is this ending of an old cycle, beginning of new adventure. I just like this, around finances. It's like money. Yeah, money makes the world go around, right? Like that's the belief that we have. But it's amazing that, when like when I was in corporate life and I was almost making 100K a year, I was miserable because I was existing. I was trying to build this and have this, home and vehicle and body and possessions and worth and blah, 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 blah. But I was miserable. I was unfulfilled. I was existing. And it was like, ugh, right? And then when I decided to leave corporate life, um, in when COVID, the plague hit, I was like, what am I waiting for to live my dream to die? Because it was just like I wasn't feeling like I was living, like I said, it was that. And so when I sold my condo and sold my vehicle and left that and was living off of the savings that I had and I wanted to, this was my dream of connecting with spirit and sharing what spirit wants me to share with the world, but that's living for me. Um I'm so much more happier, making so much less, doing so much, living in my wonderful host, a great friend of mine, in their basement. And it's not what I thought I would want in life from a human standpoint, but now that I'm living my life, it's totally different. And so when we're looking at finances, it's like abundance can mean different things. And when we question that, I feel like this is like this whole new world and discovering what is it that makes my emotions flow? What is my dream? That Seven of Cups is like all these cups of all these things that we're told. These are the things that will fulfill us and make us feel like emotionally full. Because billionaires are spending so much of their money to get their health and to try to be happy because they're miserable. But people that hardly they're enjoying and living life, having just enough. And so it's about discovering that, I feel like, is a big piece of this journey, which is interesting. Let's see what else we have here. You got the Four of Wands, yeah, so the joy and celebration, what does that really mean, right? Three cards underneath it, let's see what they want you to know about joy. Yeah, a new opportunity. Here's money. Here's the abundance, new abundance that comes in. The Ten of Pentacles, fullness of life. Joy brings the fullness of life following you. Oh my God, and the King of Pentacles. You can't make this up. Underneath joy and celebration and that energy of joy, you got the Ace of Pentacles, which is one of the big cards of abundance. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is one of the huge cards of abundance, and the King of Pentacles, another huge card of abundance. So underneath the surface, joy, following your joy and having joy is, it's like that is true abundance. Money and all possessions and all the other things on the outside world are just above and beyond extra. But when we find joy and we're living our joy and loving our life, that is what true abundance is. Wow, I love that. You can't make it up. Yeah, and then you have the Four of Pentacles and the Chariot coming out together. It's the power of choice. It's the movement and the victory, the solid foundation in the outside world. So, we do have this energy that comes in here, you know, of fullness of life, fullness of home. Even the Chariot card is Moon, Mother Moon, Cancer sign energy, which is the heart and um it's like home is where the heart is, and it doesn't, matter where we are if we have that joy and that self-love and that feeling. The outside world is fickle and ever changing and unstable, and when we turn in and upward and find out you have everything you need, this is home, and wherever you go, there you are. And I love that energy here, because there's a lot of clarity that comes in with all this. Then your final card here, yeah, Eight of Cups. It's walking away from emotion and relationships and situations that don't serve you anymore. And that Eight of Cups is about walking off to, they're headed off into the unknown. But what they find is the dream come true. But it's emotional fulfillment, emotional, that comes in. Even the bottom of the deck, you got the moon. Wow. You got the moon card and the Two of Cups, which is all about emotional energy. The Empress, which is also, well, actually, I guess that's the Emperor. It's fire energy, but it's you choosing, what is it that you want, getting out of your head of all the supposed to be's and the should be's and the need to be's of the outside world, and realizing my life is mine, and everyone has an opinion about what life should be and what everyone should do. Obviously we do too. But then it's like when you realize I get to choose what my life is. And, I used to be afraid what people will think if I didn't have a car and this and that, whatever. And, Used to have beliefs, well, people without vehicles are losers, and now here I am, no vehicle, and I'm happy. I don't have insurance, I don't have a car payment, I don't have upkeep, I don't have to, um, worry about all that stuff and, oh, paying for the license tags every year. My host, lets me use her car when I need it. So luckily she's doing all that, but I don't have to. And it's amazing how we change things, right? Anyway, so that's what they have there. And we're going to the sweet dreams for your card here for your fortune cookie. You got two. One says surrender. I surrender the old limiting beliefs. I awaken and I'm reborn into limitless possibilities. That's the full card energy. Surrendering all those old thoughts. And I'm headed off here. And then higher self. I'm ready to communicate with my higher self in my dreams to become enlightened. So it's like getting still. Maybe that vacation, going away and going, what is it that I want? Not what I think I'm supposed to want, but what does my heart want? Connect with my higher self. What do I want my life to be? Right. I love that. All right. So that's that one there for you, Patty. And then we'll go to number 3 here for you. That's 15115. Oh, that's interesting. All those ones and fives and ones and fives. Okay. Got that there. I'll probably be coming back for your number 4 here because I think I'm going to be running out of time here for this session, but I will be back, everybody. All right, Patty, let's give that a love and a like for number 3. So, was today's session with the healer beneficial? All right, let's take a look here. Of course, disclaimer for everyone. I should talk about that in the beginning. A disclaimer in the description box. I'm not a licensed health practitioner, medical doctor, lawyer, anything. Tarot is for fun, of course. Everyone ultimately makes their own decisions. And so disclaimer in the description box of the video. We have to say that here in the United States. So was today's session with the healer beneficial? Let's see what Spirit has here for you. Got that. Like those. That one. Okay. All right. So we got some cards. So here we got the bottom of the deck. You have the Judgment card here. Judgment card is your higher self calling you to see things from a different perspective. So I do feel this does feel like change happened here on different levels. And I feel like that's what these are 3 different levels. Let's see the first one here. Got the King of Pentacles. So I do feel like it was beneficial in the physical realm because that's like an abundance, fullness of the physical world kind of card. So I do feel like physical, they're like, yes. You're like, okay, let's see what else though. There's 2 other areas that impacted you in. Oh, in the mind. Wow, you got King of Pentacles, you got King of Swords. So mindsets, your mind and your belief systems, some things were moving in your brain. 10 of Cups. Here's this victory, this joy energy in the mind. And you got the High Priestess and the Star too. Wow. All these major arcana. So the High Priestess is this connection. It's like something changed that's connecting your mind to like higher wisdom. It's like something clicked inside. The Star card represents like your higher self, but it's balancing of chakras too. And I just feel like there's this connection that happened in a different way. I just feel like you have like this little button in your brain and your mindsets just kind of clicked on and it took you to a different place in the higher realms. And with this Judgment card being your higher self connecting you to this higher place, just feel like it allowed you to see things from a higher perspective, from a place of unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, from the spiritual higher capital T truths. And it kind of released some mindsets. It could be emotions were transformed that release some mindsets there. Let's see what this third place it is here. Well, definitely 10 of swords is letting go of some fears and some mindsets. 6 of swords, 4 of swords. Wow. So it definitely feels like because you got 4, 6, and 10 of swords with all that swords, that there was this release in your mind, a lot of stuff in your mind. But I do feel below the surface because when an emotion is transformed in our subconscious down below, one emotion can create like 1,000 thoughts. Our emotions were created first, and then our brain develops between 7 and 14. Our inner emotions are 7 years old and younger. So our emotions are created first, and then when our brain starts to develop, an emotion spawns like all these thoughts to, if it's pain we felt, our brain creates a lot of stuff to go, I don't want to feel that again. And it'll put up all these rules and barriers to try to keep us mentally from experiencing those painful emotions. If we feel pleasure and joy, then it creates all these rules to try to make that happen again. So it's like there's been this change with this 4, the 6, the 10, that's just bringing like this peace of mind to you. So something triggered inside. And so I do feel like you're going to feel different mentally and emotionally too. This joy energy that comes in, and that 10 of cups makes sense because that's also the end of an emotion that brings like a positive mindset, a positive emotions too, and the body as well. So emotional release that's impacting your physical body and also your mental body. So I love that. Let's see here. I feel like we want to go to the Aboriginal Dreaming Totem here for your fortune cookie for this one. Okay. All right. And you have indifference. Interesting. It says here, some things are worth worrying over, but this isn't one of them. Let go of this situation and reclaim the happiness that's been stolen from you via these past events. This is the energy we're just talking about. Something that it's like an old situation. There was this emotional release around it. So you can reclaim your happiness and there's this freedom that comes from it. I love it. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. All right. So that's what they have for number 3 for you there, Patty. It's beautiful. You need 1s and 3s, Chloe. That's too funny. All right. So what we're going to do here, I need to grab some screenshots here. So thank you guys again for all these donations and all of your thirst, all of you for all your questions from Spirit. I will be headed out of here in a couple of moments to spend some time with my Praying Mantis members, but I will be back to complete all donations and dive deep into those. And then also to complete all the free readings as well. I will post the timestamps for this stream after I'm done, but also when I return, I will keep track of all the timestamps and include those as well. I'll have a list when I return in the description box of the video listing the order in which I'll complete the second stream. That way you can have an idea even beforehand of where you'll show up in the readings. And I think I lost my place, but I think we'll be good here. So I will, have all that when I return there as well. So I like it. I like it. All right. So I'll grab these and I will do that. All right. So thank you guys so much. And thank you for your patience in getting to your readings too. I know we dive into these, but when I get to yours, we'll also dive into yours. But I feel like these are important messages and I follow Spirit. So but all of that to say thank you, thank you, thank you for your patience on getting to your readings, for all the love and all the support. And if you want something to check out while you guys are waiting for me to return, of course, we just had the Zen Gate video come out tomorrow for 4/4, which is coming up. And then also the Equinox readings. So if you want to know about this Equinox, be sure to look at that there. And let's see here. I think those are good for now. You also have the Aries new moon here too. To upgrade to Mantis, if you go to, I think if you click on the member area on the main page, it'll give you the option to change it to that, and they'll just prorate it the increase from today until your renewal of the other one too. So they'll prorate the change there. Yeah, I think that's, and if you're on your phone, it should be a member button on there for you, and you can choose to upgrade there. Sorry, I'm not super familiar with the phone side of it because I'm an old man. I use computer more than a phone. I'm sorry. No excuse, I know. I actually used to have a video that talked about it, how to upgrade. I wonder if I still have it. It might be somewhere, but if not, maybe you can search YouTube. How to upgrade YouTube membership. They probably have a video to show you. I'm sorry, I'm no help there, Chloe. But you can. So maybe we'll see here in a couple minutes. All right, everybody, I'm going to jet so I can grab something else to drink before I start my Praying Mantis. So thank you guys again. I'll be back soon. Until then, remember, every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. Have some fun because Spirit's been asking us, why are we being so serious? We're here to play and have fun. So have some fun. All right. We'll see you soon. Much love to you guys.